If you ever wondered if you would know if your significant other was pregnant, here's a hint. Random baby stuff will show up everywhere. I just opened this up in order to shoot the video, and we've got a bassinet in the middle of my tent. Anyways, so we've ended up with a problem here on the channel. The problem on the channel is that we want to work on big stuff, but we still want to work on small stuff. But we need a space that we can work on medium stuff, like, say, getting my truck back on better quality terms. So this needs to get cleaned out. So what I think we're going to do is I have several different solar-powered booster packs, 110 welders, extra grinders, extra tools, extra everything. Here's what I think we do. I think we're going to finish up the floor with the pallets that we have. So we put a base set of pallets there. And we've got a pile of snowmobile and tractor implement pallets there. We got another pile of them here. We're going to break them down, and we're going to make the most extremely thick pallet floor ever created in one of these things. We're going to take this really nice thick piece of plywood. We're going to make it the center of that. That way we can put an air jack underneath this so that we can up and down the table for working on. This is just a medical table. The nursing homes and stuff, when they phase these out, a lot of times they will just plain give them away to scrappers and stuff. And they usually phase out like 3 or 4 every single year so that they're not doing a group of them. So just walk into your local nursing home and stuff and just drop a card saying, hey, if you want something removed, I'll take it, whatever. And that's how I ended up with 4 of these at one point. Figures that the very last pallet I try and put down would end up hitting right square on a root of some sort. This is a little tool that I made just out of some really thick angle iron years ago for John to be able to dig and play in the dirt and stuff. And 10 years later, I now steal it on a regular basis. Anyways, I laid down probably about 2 inches worth of just coarse gravel and stuff in order to be able to get this up off of the clay that we tend to have here in Maine. As you can see around the outside edge, I put down just a little sacrificial edging piece. To be quite honest, to do it again, would have done that out of the pieces of broken pallet and stuff like that, because right now, strapping in the state of Maine, a 8-foot by 8 pack of strapping is $40. Yeah, didn't realize that. Decided not to argue when I was at the front counter. Well, partway update. Jesse and I definitely have a method to the madness now going on. We've got oddball 3.5-foot strapping, really long strapping, and everything this size is getting used on the floor. And Jesse's currently nailing them down with some old decking screws that came out of the Van Hollen project. And we've got a back and forth method going down this side. I'm right-handed, so I expect to be filming mostly from this direction down across here. So we're going to make sure this is the most every other of the flooring. And that side's just going to get thrown together. You doing good?
Hi.
How's Jiggle Jiggle?
Baby's fine.
I call it Jiggle Jiggle.
I call it Kit or Baby. Short for Kit Kat.
Can we see the belly? Do the belly thing.
It's right there.
What does your shirt say?
I run on caffeine, chaos, and cuss words.
Oh, yeah, that's child appropriate.
It says cuss words, it doesn't say what the words are.
Oh, alright. Love you. On another junk repurposing side note, John's currently ripping apart this old picnic table so that we can pull all the boards off of it in order to make shelving in the back of the shed that we're working on. I actually haven't had a chance to use this 1/2-inch KIMO on any automotive work, but the fact that I can put a 5/16 on here and drive these sideways, that has made this thing really worth it. Granted, it's not what it was designed for, but it does amazing at doing these really weird angles. At this point, the real only cost to this has been these Diablo demo demon blades. I'll post up a link for these. You can buy them in a 3-pack, and they are absolutely amazing. I use them constantly around the shop. Jesse's very happy we're using demo demon blades because then she doesn't have to hammer and beat on anything and swear at it and all those other things that she does off camera. We won't talk about all those. But we're getting close. We did find some paint that we might throw down. Now, don't let Jessie fool you. I did all of that. She stepped in on the very last section. She just wanted to look really good in video, making it look like she did the whole thing. But seriously, we're throwing down some old poly coat that we had left over from who in the world knows what. I found it in the basement of the house. We threw it down. We moved the shelving over in order to make it more stable. That's doing good. And I think this is where we're going to end this video. What do you think?
Okay.
Was this a good project?
Yeah.
What do you think we got invested at this point? I know I've got $30 worth of reciprocating saw blades. And we had to recharge the 5-amp batteries like 6 times. And I think that's it. Everything else was all free or reuse. It's a good project. I like your butt.